We're there. We're there. Hello, guys. Lisa Ware, Utility Warehouse, Senior Group Leader. Hi, guys. I'm going to share something that's only literally the last couple of days come in, and it's a brand new presentation. I don't mean the one we do to prospects, as in like when we're signing somebody up. I'm on about if you did a business info call, if you wanted a whole load of people, this is going to be what will be at the buzz. So I'm going to go through it because I actually think it's rather good. And you get some folk that they just want to know everything about everything, don't they? They're not they're not they're not what I call eager to like, oh yeah, come on, it's a risk-free, it's a tenner. I can even get my tenner back after 90 days. I'll give it a try. You get some people that want to know absolutely everything. And I supported this morning on one of those, and it nearly actually kind of like challenged me beyond. So I think this is actually a good alternative. So I'm going to show you where it is, and you can download it all yourself. So let me share my screen. By the way, just before we get going, I have to say, I have Utility Warehouse broadband, or so I thought. I had two engineers come here yesterday, two men, one with a cherry picker, goes up in the sky, one man with a small van, one man with a big van. Two men told me they'd done it all. They put a new socket on my indoors, so they said that they'd resolved the problem and that the cables were all worn and now it was all okay. I got a phone call this morning from Utility Warehouse broadband technical support who told me 15 dropouts overnight. No, they haven't solved it. So if we get through this, it will be a miracle. Okay. So bear with me. Here we go. Let's share. Okay. So the dashboard, you've got a similar dashboard. Yes, I did get all four points on the very first customer on the 1st of June. So I've got my FEC already. And in fact, I nearly signed up a partner with the customer today. But the poor lady, so hard up, even 10 quid was a challenge. But more importantly, she lives with her sister. And in fact, her sister would have a say in obviously the bill. So we've made that Friday evening instead. So I'm like you, I'm doing the do, and I have all the same things happen as you do. All right. So I want you to scroll down. Yeah. Um, they've got a, by the way, featured article. If you haven't seen it, they've got a promotion on the boiler cover. But this is what we're talking about here. And it says, read the article. Now, it's all here. I'm going to read it through because some of you I know will never bother. And I know that happens all the time. We know that a huge number of you across the network have been asking for an updated version of our partner opportunity presentation, which is why we've officially given it a major glow up. This is a refreshed presentation that's aligned with the new brand, making it look much cleaner, brighter, and more polished. The best part is that it features the exact same familiar contact you already know inside out. There is absolutely nothing new for you to learn, but it feels much more engaging and professional. And when you show it to new potential partners, these fresh slides are exactly what you need to find the new partners and grow your business quickly. It's a brilliant way to pick up the pace. You can use it to build your own momentum, share the opportunity with confidence, and show everyone that we're people helping people. It's the perfect reminder that we're in your corner and around the corner as you grow your business, which is exactly what the Utility Warehouse partner opportunity is all about. Plus, it is exactly what you need to stack up plenty of achiever points for the latest incentives. The presentation is available for you right now. Now, what you do, guys, is you press that and you download. Okay. But I've done it. So hopefully I can pick it up where I left off because what I produced earlier, let me go to my downloads. I definitely did have it. And where did I put it? That's the thing. Was it in here? Just bear with us because I had it all there And I've got it. Silly me. It's here. Hang on. Okay, I've got it. Now, hang on. You don't have to be clever to do this, guys. Okay, can I ask you, can you see March UW buzz slides? No, you can't. Okay, so that is not it. That isn't what we wanted. I had. There it is. I've got it. Bear with me. Oh, God, I don't need all this sign-in malarkey. I just want the slides. I had them. I had them all ready. Where are they now? Sorry, guys. Apologies. I had it all at the ready. I've got them. I've got them. I've got them. Right. Let me now. I've got to reshare. Stop the share and I've got to reshare. There we go. I think you're seeing, hello, we're a utility warehouse. I press slideshow and hopefully this will work. Yes, yes, I have the technology. I can rebuild. Here we go. So here are the slides. So hello, we're a utility warehouse. We're people helping people save on their bills. Guys, look, music too. Okay, let's move. So, for good-hearted go-getters who want more out of life, it's for more time for what matters. Perhaps real flexibility, your schedule, your pace. What about unforgettable life experiences? What about income that works around you? And what about greater security for the future? Would you not say that that is the stuff that we want? Yes, it is. So you're in safe hands and don't just take our word for it. Excellent on Trustpilot. If you have a look today, it's almost 68,000 reviews. And of those, over 70% give it 5 stars. By far, if you look at all the different main suppliers, Sky, Virgin, there is no BT now, it's EE, Vodafone, look at them all. We are absolutely streets above. Over 80 awards and counting. Speak to a real human from an award-winning team. Who's the award-winning team, guys? It's us. All right, we are the award-winning team. We'll plant a tree in your name when you join with 3 services. Very nice for those people that like saving the planet. And a real British success story, 30 years strong, helping over 1 million customers. So, meet a me. What is a me? Well, they're multi-income individuals. The world is changing. More and more people are looking for extra income on their terms. We call them multi-income individuals. They want flexibility. They want freedom. They want financial breathing room. Whether you're working full-time, part-time, or raising a family, Utility Warehouse can fit this around you. Isn't that great? Not sure about the candy floss pink hair. That's an interesting one. So earn by helping people save on the things they already use every day. Well, look, guys, it's about the gas, isn't it? Heating your home. It's all about the electric, not just turning on the lights. It's about getting online, broadband, and insurance, protecting what matters. Okay. So what happens next is there are 4 little mini videos, and please don't play every single one. Your audience, all right? Decide on who predominantly your audience is. And I would say if they're green and analytical, give them from skeptical and real results. If they're sort of younger people, then perhaps plans for the future. What about the families? Well, here we go. There's a lovely one with Sarah. And then people that are basically towards retirement, there's that one. You do not play all 3. Now, I'm going to say to you, I would play it, but I'm not going to because you're going to play them. Because if you know what they are, that's really good. So we play that, we let people see it, and we move on. Here we go. So you simply share good news with the people you know and meet. How do we do it? Through referrals. How do we do it? Through networking. How about through social media? What about through existing customers and clients? Do you know what? There is absolutely loads of ways to do this. Personally, I'm a very spontaneous sort of person, and I'm very much on the ball that when I meet people. So I'm going to give you an example. How did I get those 4 points immediately on the 1st of June? Well, on Saturday, my 65th birthday, we did many things. And one of them was that we went to one of our favourite places, which is called Hearts of Stir in Sturminster Newton. It's about a 25-minute drive from here. It's one of those good old-fashioned department stores that's got everything. I love it. Great fun. And as we were getting out of the car to go in, there were two people very much looking at my car, and I noticed that, and I nearly went over, but I didn't. But what happened? That night, I got, you call it a head office lead. They're not really. They're people that are going on Google, typing in utility warehouse, and if you are active, you come up, which I do lots. And lo and behold, it was this couple. They'd seen my car. She did have my number. And she said, when I typed in utility warehouse, she said, you came up and I recognised you. She said, I knew it was you because obviously my picture's on there. Hey ho, I set up an appointment. I'm going to tell you now. It didn't come off on Sunday evening. I was flipping furious. We came home early, everything. All right. They decided to go out and they were later, but we did it yesterday evening and they took everything, all 4 services. So look, this stuff works. That's the spontaneous stuff, isn't it? And it's about being quick, getting on and dealing with folk. All right. I'm just giving that as an example. So what could this mean for you? You're looking at this. Maybe you just need some extra money. All right. There are people out there that at this moment, perhaps their fixed rate mortgage comes out and all of a sudden they've got to find another £300, £400, £500. There's one lady in my team, she told me when her fixed rate ran out, guess how much the mortgage went up by? £620 a month. How are people meant to find this kind of money just like that if they're on fixed wages? Absolutely appalling. This could really do it because look, a part-time income, getting really good money. You and I know £300 to £500. Do you know what? That is just a couple of customers a month. That's really what that is. All right. And you can earn a lot more from 2 customers a month if you do it right. A full-time income between 1,000 and 2,000. Now, please note it says a full-time income. A lot of people are earning 1,000 to 2,000, but that's not full-time activity with utility warehouse. That is about maximum 10 hours a month. That is absolutely doable. If you bring in, all right, if you bring in 4 customers, homeowners, and let's say a couple of them were 250s up front, and a couple of them were 300s, 4 services. Do you know what? You're not just earning 250 or 300. As you know, you're earning an extra £100 higher activity bonus. All of a sudden, that money plumps up. In addition, start doing that regularly. And what's the other thing we get? We get free energy. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And the last bit is a life-changing income. Some people, believe it or not, guys, I know you don't believe it, but some people are doing this every month from a standing start because there's so much money up front. It's not true. And if you really want to go for it, it's there, it's possible. But for some people, it's that amount of money because not only are they getting upfront income, but they're building this reoccurring passive income. So let's be a little bit more clear. let's explain this further. Money earning and long-term rewards. So upfront, earn up to £1,000 by introducing just 4 qualifying customers in a month, plus extra bonuses when you go further, as I've explained. There you are. But for me, this is the bit that matters. Ongoing income. Get paid every month from the bills of customers you and your team have introduced. Think of it like royalties. You do the work once and you keep earning long after. When I did a presentation earlier, I showed my bill and I said to the lady, I want you to see over 23 and a half years ago, I instantly became a customer and a partner. Every single month, month after month, 12 months a year for 23 and a half years, I've been earning 5% off my own bill. It's about £8.50. Now, I've got a lot of customers that earn me a lot more than that, depending on the size of their properties. But here's the good thing, and this is how I describe it, guys, and I'm going to describe it to you just like this now. There are some people, some customers that are a little bit smarter than the rest, and they turn around and they say, Lisa, okay, £50 a referral fee, but actually I fancy being a bit like you and earning 5 times more. Yeah? With help, support, they come on. You build a team. And now we earn a second royalty off our team's customers. Now, it's not 5% because the company would clearly go bankrupt, but it is a small amount, around about 30p to 50 pence, depending on the customers. And it can grow and it can be amazing. All right, absolutely amazing. Now, what's the free energy cup? Ha ha. So as soon as you get 4 of these points, and you get a point for each core service, all right? So that's your basics, things like broadband, mobiles, and energy. When you get 4 in a month and you do it 6 months in a row, you start to get this incredible £150 credit on your own bill. It says here you can zero your energy bills. Now, can I tell you, the company are very, very good here, because I have LPG gas sunk in a tank, so we've only got electric. Now, our electric is about £73 a month. Do you know what? The rest of that 150, they allow it to come off the rest of your services because I have got at least electric. Combined with cashback, embarrassingly, 6 services, 4-bed house, hubby and I, we've never paid for our services. It's actually the company's paying us. Do you not think that is absolutely stunning for anybody to see? In my opinion, it's absolutely amazing. All right. So, is it easy to join? Yes, it is. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. I totally agree with those words. The only thing I would say, I think it does take a little bit longer than 5 minutes to register. All right, I'd say 10 minutes, being fair. It's only £10 to join. It's a registration fee with a money-back guarantee. The company actually goes beyond the 14 days. They do give people 3 months to give it a try. And you know what? Even when they've signed up customers, if they decide it's not for them, they don't claw back that money that they took off them, because they've genuinely brought customers to the table. But they will give them back the £10. Is there anything out there that actually offers such a risk-free opportunity? No. In fact, it doesn't say this. Makes me laugh. They even give us our public liability. I used to spend £100 a year for the first 10 years to get that. Incredible. After 3 months, it's £3 a month to keep renewing those licenses with Ofcom and Ofgem. So no risk, no pressure, just your opportunity your way. Are you ready to get started? Well, there you go. Now, if you're using this, all right, as an info call, or what we call a buzz, we then have obviously the stairway to success. And if you're doing this as an info call, then obviously if there's some people on there, you can ask a couple of people, like, get a testimonial so that all new prospects you bring can actually see this. Okay. So there we are. That is the new opportunity. Would you not say it's rather good? I think so. I think it's absolutely fabulous. So let me press escape. Let me stop the share. And I've managed to do it in a super time. I want you to see, I did that in 20 minutes. Actually, that's how long it should be. It should not be running in to 3/4 of an hour or something like. If it is, there's something wrong. Now, obviously, I didn't play one of the videos. You would only play one, but that still is only about a minute and a half. So, if you want to unmute yourselves, you can. Anybody got any questions about that new info business opportunity? Anybody want to ask anything? Anybody? No? You all know it? You can all do it? Yeah. Has anyone seen it like that before? No. Go on then, Aruna. Can't see you, but there we go.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as
So
it's not about a customer, only about what we're talking about today.
yeah, okay. The presentation, is it a new one that or
Yes, as I said at the beginning, it's brand new, just come out. There's a few of us that are leaders that have seen it. We knew it was there.
how do we get there, Lisa?
Oh, were you not on at the beginning?
No, I was struggling to get in.
Watch the replay. It's on your partner portal on the
Yes.
on the dashboard, right on the front. You can't miss it. Scroll down and it's there.
It's
Where it says
also the link. The link is in the chat.
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
going to send out what we call the assets. I'm having this bringing me AI so I can actually send that out with it. Jen,
Okay.
did you ask something? Did you want something?
Yes, can I just ask a quick question? Is that to be done in the same way that we would do a fast start? So we would potentially send the link to the person, they would have it in front of them, and we would run through it. Or can you link it in the same way you would a customer presentation?
I would never do this with one person on their own. I think this is for
Okay,
an audience, for a few people.
okay,
Okay. I think it's
yeah,
for an audience. It's definitely for the buzzes. Okay.
yeah,
So this month, oh, are you all aware? Thursday, the 11th of June, right? We've got Mr. Steve Critchley coming to Bournemouth, the St. Leonard's Hotel. Absolutely. If you're anywhere near the area, in my old days, I'd have been travelling miles to go and see him. In fact, I used to go all over the country, no matter where he was. I was always going to Surrey to go and see him because he's just worth his weight in gold and he's offering an hour's free training. Just a big plug because it's really important. Anybody want to ask anything else about the new opportunity presentation? No? Michelle, you do a buzz, don't you, over your way?
Yeah, I've been waiting for that presentation to come because at the last buzz we had to use the old one. So yeah, no, it's really good to see that they've done
So
that.
it's on your partner portal dashboard. Scroll down,
Yeah.
opportunity, download it. And you know what? All you do when you download it is press where it says, you know, the little like presentation thing. And what you just saw is what you do. It's
Yeah.
really good. I honestly don't think I would ever do that to one person. It's too much of a formal presentation. Yeah. Whereas
Yeah.
I use the 5 minute slide, you know, the one when we do uw.co.uk/quote. I use the five because do you know what? People's attention span these days is appalling. Absolutely appalling. Okay. They would never want to sit through it. They just wouldn't. And also that you want to engage more with somebody when you're one-to-one on your own. You want to be asking them lots of questions, so it's more of a conversation than a presentation. Yeah. Anything else, or was that handy to have?
one more thing. So
Yeah.
you're saying when you were doing it one to one, do you mean the longer one on the so the one that has the more info? So you've got the shorter presentation and the longer one. Is that what you mean, the longer one?
Right. Okay, Jen, I'll tell you what, I've got to say this. There is a longer one, there's a shorter one. The greed people
Yeah,
don't want all the detail, but I'll tell you now,
yeah,
each time I do the long one, I've regretted it because
Yeah,
all it
I
does
never
is,
do the long one.
I know, because
That's why
all
I
it
asked.
does is play up to their absolute analytical nature.
Yeah,
Whereas, please think about this, guys. They don't know what they don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you give them more information, oh, they actually think they're having a bonus. So, you know, when I see £400 towards early termination fees, I will often expand on that. And I do actually show my own bill on a one-to-one presentation because I think that's possibly the most powerful thing we've got. Because at the end of the day, there's an old adage, the proof is in the eating. So if you actually show what really happens, you are actually recommending and not selling. And that's why it's so fundamental to take as many services as you can yourself, because it comes from authenticity. Yeah. You can have that integrity. Look, this is real. I mean, guys, you know this. This is quite a big house if you've ever been here. I'm trying to think who's been here in my
yeah,
team,
I have.
right? It is. It's quite big, isn't it? And I've got no boosters. When it is working all perfectly, the router's downstairs at the front. I describe all this, and because what I'm doing is bringing it to life. Because how can somebody recommend what we do if they don't use the services? They can't. They're actually selling it. They don't know the switching process. They don't know how it happens, how the activation of the cashback card, how the everyday spending is taking money off. I mean, today I had there's a lady on here. We were doing one with a chap this morning, and I his attitude was, "Oh, that cashback card don't really do it for me. Money back." Until I showed my bill, until I explained that my June bill that's coming has got something like about £80 coming back. Why? Because we went to Naples for 4 days and we used it everywhere. You get all your foreign transaction fees back. Happy days. That combined with FEC, I've got a lot of money coming into my bank account because all the services are going to be paid, and then whatever is extra, they don't roll it on, which actually is something I thought that they would do. They don't. They actually pay it in your bank, which is amazing. And you know what? If you can actually show that kind of thing, you've got to say they can't dispute anything because it's real. They're seeing it. And that's where the authenticity comes in. Would you agree with there, Michelle?
Yeah, I was going to say the same with the cashback thing because I signed something up the other day and I showed them my cashback card on my app. I said, "Look, I'm getting this much cashback," and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely have that." You know, like when they can see that it's a real thing and that you're a customer as well, it's definitely, yeah, like you say, it's just recommending then, isn't it? You're just showing them that you're a customer.
Yeah. And just an aside, nothing to do with the opportunity, but I'm going to say this. I agree with Claire Hingott. I start with the cashback card. I start when we get to the comparison bit, I say, right, it goes without saying, you're having one. Well, you can have two, one for each of you, because do you know what? It's free. It's try before you buy. So at least try it out and see how utterly brilliant it is. If you don't like it, then fine, you can send it back and stop it. But do you know what? When they start seeing free money go in, they're given. And remember that 50 quid, the first activation fee, that's worth at least 90 because you're not paying a tax and insurance on it. What they're not allowed to do is take, for example, 150 quid and then month 3, cancel it. The company will say, no, 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 we'll have that free money back. And quite rightly, I'm in agreement there. Yeah. Well, look, guys, I'm going to leave it. I will be back same time, same place next week with a different subject and see you then.
Thank
And
you.
I send out what we call the Zoom assets so you can actually see the resume of what I've said. Okay. Lots of love,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye.